Right then, let's talk about something truly special, the poached egg. Forget frying, forget scrambling for a minute. Poaching an egg is a proper bit of kitchen magic. It's one of those simple skills that once you've got it, you'll use forever. Imagine a beautiful, wobbly, silky smooth white holding in a secret golden runny yolk. You poke it with your fork and whoosh, out comes this gorgeous rich sauce that makes everything taste incredible. It's pure comfort, pure deliciousness, and honestly, it's a lot easier to do than you might think. Don't be scared off by fancy restaurant stories. This is something for everyone, right in your own kitchen. All right, let's dive right in. Before we even think about cracking an egg, we need to make sure we have all the right tools at our disposal. Getting your gear sorted beforehand will make the whole poaching process smoother and much more enjoyable. The good news is you don't need any mad expensive gadgets or fancy equipment to make a truly brilliant poached egg. Forget about those specialized poaching pans you see in stores. We're going to keep it simple and effective. The most important thing, the foundation of our poached egg masterpiece, is a good saucepan. Size matters here. You want one that's not too massive, overwhelming the egg, and definitely not too tiny, cramping its style. Something about medium-sized is absolutely perfect. A saucepan with a diameter of around 6-8 inches should do the trick. This will give the egg enough room to move around and cook evenly without spreading out too thin. Next up on our essential equipment list, you'll need a trusty slotted spoon. This isn't just any old spoon. This is your best mate, your right-hand tool when it comes to poaching perfection. It's how you're going to gently and carefully lower your delicate egg into the simmering water, ensuring it doesn't break or get misshapen. And perhaps even more importantly, it's how you're going to lift it out with grace and precision when it's cooked to absolute perfection. When choosing your slotted spoon, you want to make sure it has lots of little holes or slits in it. The more the merrier. This is crucial because it allows all the excess water to drain away really quickly and efficiently, leaving you with just your beautiful, perfectly poached egg, ready to be devoured. A spoon with fewer holes will result in a soggy egg, and nobody wants that. Last but certainly not least, you're also going to need a small bowl or a ramekin. This might seem like a minor detail, but trust me, it's a game changer. This is a top tip, a golden rule of poaching, so listen up. Never, ever crack your egg straight into the pan of hot water. That's a recipe for disaster, a surefire way to end up with a stringy, messy egg white soup. Instead, you always, without exception, crack your egg into a small bowl or ramekin first. This gives you much more control over the process. All right, we've got our tools. Now let's talk about the main event, the egg itself. This is really, really important. To get the best poached egg, you need to use the best, freshest eggs you can possibly get your hands on. I can't stress this enough. The fresher the egg, the better it will hold together in the water. Here's a little trick for you. If you're not sure how fresh your eggs are, you can do the float test. Get a big glass or a bowl of cold water and gently place your egg inside. If it sinks to the bottom and lies flat on its side, it's super fresh. Perfect for poaching. If it stands up on one end at the bottom, it's a little older but still good for things like scrambling or baking. Okay team, it's time to get cooking. The first proper step is all about the water. This is where the magic is going to happen, so we need to get it just right. Grab your medium-sized saucepan and fill it with water. You want it to be about 2/3 full, or at least a good 3 to 4 inches deep. Now, we need to get that water to the right temperature, and this is another crucial bit. We don't want a full-on raging, rolling boil. What we're looking for is a gentle simmer. Here's a little something to give your egg a helping hand, a splash of vinegar. The acid in the vinegar helps the egg white to set or coagulate more quickly. All right, we've reached a crucial stage. Your water should be shimmering beautifully, a gentle dance of heat and motion. And your fresh egg, the star of our show, is waiting patiently in its little bowl, ready to take the plunge. It's time for action, time to transform simple ingredients into something truly special. Grab a whisk or a spoon, your weapon of choice, and give that simmering water a good, firm stir. We're not just stirring, we're creating a vortex, a swirling current that will guide our egg to perfection. What we're aiming for is a gentle vortex right in the center of the pan, a subtle but powerful force. Think of it as a liquid cradle, ready to embrace the egg. This swirling motion isn't just for show, it's going to gently wrap the egg white around the yolk as it cooks, creating that signature poached egg shape we all know and love. The speed is key here. Not too fast that it breaks up the egg, but not too slow that it doesn't swirl. Now for the delicate part. Bring your small bowl right down close to the surface of the water, almost like you're whispering a secret to it. Get the lip of the bowl almost touching the water, positioning it right in the middle of that vortex, where the swirl is at its most concentrated. Then, with one smooth, confident movement, no hesitation allowed, gently tip the egg out of the bowl and into the center of the swirling water. Imagine you're releasing a precious pearl into a calm ocean current. Once the egg is nestled in its swirling bath, just leave it be. Resist the urge to interfere, to micromanage its transformation. The temptation is to start poking it and prodding it, trying to shape it with your spoon, playing God with your breakfast. Don't do it. Trust the process, have faith in the science of poaching. Patience is a virtue, especially when it comes to creating the perfect poached egg. Let the heat and the swirl work their magic. All right, your egg is now gently bobbing away in its hot water bath. The next step is all about patience and timing. How long you cook it for really depends entirely on how you like your yolk. For a lovely, runny, liquid gold center, you're looking at about 3 minutes of cooking time. You'll see the egg white becoming more and more opaque as it cooks. A good way to check if it's ready is the wobble test. After about 3 minutes, carefully lift the egg out of the water with your slotted spoon. Give it a very gentle shake. The white should feel firm to the touch, but the center where the yolk is should still have a definite wobble to it. That wobble is the sign of a perfectly runny yolk hiding inside. The timer has gone off. You've done the wobble test and your egg is looking absolutely gorgeous. It's time for the final crucial step, getting it out of the pan and ready to serve. Slide the spoon right underneath the entire egg, making sure you're supporting its full weight. Lift it straight up and out of the water, holding it over the pan for a few seconds to let most of the hot water drain away. Now for a little pro tip that makes a huge difference. Have your piece of kitchen paper ready on a plate next to the stove. Very carefully tip the egg off the spoon onto the kitchen paper. If you find that your egg has a few straggly, wispy bits of white around the edges, don't panic. You can easily tidy it up to make it look even more perfect. It's like giving your egg a little haircut. Even with the best instructions, things can sometimes go a bit sideways in the kitchen, but don't you worry. I've got a few extra tricks up my sleeve to help you dodge those common poaching problems. Here's another brilliant tip. You can strain your egg before you cook it. Crack your egg into a fine mesh sieve and let it sit for about 30 seconds. The really thin, watery part of the egg white will drain through. Finally, let's talk about seasoning. Don't add salt to your poaching water. It can actually encourage the egg white to break up. It's much better to season your egg after it's cooked. Once you've lifted it out and dried it, you can sprinkle it with a little pinch of sea salt and a good crack of black pepper. You've done it! You've cooked a truly magnificent poached egg, a testament to your culinary skills. And now, finally, it's time for the best part, eating it. This is where all your hard work pays off, as you get to savor the fruits of your labor. The absolute classic, and for good reason, is to serve it on a lovely piece of hot, buttery toast. It's a simple yet satisfying combination that never fails to please. The warmth of the toast, the richness of the butter, and the perfectly cooked egg create a symphony of flavors and textures in your mouth. But don't stop there. Try making some lovely smashed avocado on toast. This takes the classic to a whole new level. The combination of the creamy avocado, the rich yolk, and the crunchy toast is just incredible. Add a sprinkle of sea salt and a dash of red pepper flakes for an extra kick. The avocado provides a healthy dose of fats and a smooth, velvety texture that complements the runny yolk perfectly. Think beyond toast too. Poached eggs are incredibly versatile and brilliant on top of a wide variety of dishes, especially vegetables. Try roasting some asparagus spears until they're tender and slightly charred. Then lay them on a plate. Pop your poached egg right on top and shave over some Parmesan cheese. The salty cheese adds a delightful contrast to the richness of the egg and the earthiness of the asparagus. They're also amazing on top of bubble and squeak, adding a touch of luxury to this humble dish, or a warm lentil salad, providing a protein boost and a creamy element to the hearty lentils. So get in the kitchen and have a go. Don't be afraid to experiment with different flavors and combinations. The possibilities are endless. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become in your poaching abilities, and soon you'll be poaching eggs without even thinking about it. It'll become second nature, a skill you can rely on to impress your friends and family. You've unlocked one of the simple, brilliant secrets of the kitchen. It's a skill that will elevate your cooking and bring joy to your meals. Now go and enjoy every single delicious bite. Savor the moment, appreciate the flavors, and relish in your accomplishment. Lovely stuff.